everyone, and welcome to another SEO tutorial. Today we're going to discuss how to check page load speed for SEO. Before we go straight to the point, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content, so thank you very much in advance. And off we go. Let's say that we want to check the speed of this page here, right? Our home page for this website. There are many ways to do so. There are two tools that I would recommend you to use. If you want a straightforward answer, how long is my page load speed? Go to this tool, tools.pingdom.com. You're going to come here, it's totally free. You're going to paste your page, select the location that is closer to you and your audience. Then you're going to click on Start Test. And here the system will test the website, and in a couple of seconds it will give us a straightforward answer. So it will say this is how long it takes for this page to load. So here we go, we scroll, the load time is 1 second and 32. The load time is 1.32 seconds. Now there are a couple of problems with that. Number one, this load time is not going to be universally true for all the people who access your website. So it doesn't mean that every time that somebody lands on your website, this page is going to take 1.32 seconds to load. And this explains here our performance grade, which is not the best. It is D. The page load time will vary based on a lot of different criteria. And these criteria include also the internet connection on the user side, the location from which we access the website, but also based on a lot of things that are part of your website and how your website is built. So if you want to understand all these elements, there is another tool that I would definitely recommend and one that I'm using personally. This tool is called GTmetrix. So GTmetrix, go to gtmetrix.com, create an account, is free to use, and let's actually run through the same drill. We're going to copy the URL, we're going to paste it here, we're going to say we want to analyze, and now the system will take some time to analyze the website. Now, why I recommend to use this website? Because we are going to get a much better report when it comes to everything that affects the speed of our page. Not only a score and a number, which is not going to be true for every user that lands on our website, but also this tool is going to really dig deeper into every aspect of this page. It's going to take a couple of seconds, as you see here, and here we go. So grading, this is subjective. Every tool has its own grading system, so not really something that we need to pay a lot of attention to. What we're going to do here is we're going to click on performance, and here we have every metric that matters when it comes to page load speed. First, Contentful paint means when our website opens, how fast is it going to present some information to the user. If you are as old as I am, you will remember that in the beginning of the internet, it took ages for every page to load. I remember that we used to connect with dial-up, and then the page would load piece by piece by piece, and you had to wait there for very long. The same thing happens now, but it happens in milliseconds. So first, Contentful paint describes exactly how fast the user is going to see something on their screen. And here we are good, nothing really that we need to fix. Then we have the largest Contentful paint. The largest Contentful paint means the heaviest element on the page. Let's say you have a video, you have an image, the heaviest element of the page, how long does it take to load? And here we are also doing okay, we are below 1 second. There are some other metrics, however, that matter. A very important metric is time to interactive. So time to interactive means I am here, I'm going to click on a button, any button, anything on this website. How fast is this website going to respond? How fast is this website going to start loading the new page, presenting me with content? And this is something that this website doesn't really score that great. Then we have the total blocking time. Total blocking time is relevant to all the trackers that run behind the scenes. For example, you have Google Analytics, you have Google Ads, you have the Metapixel, you have a lot of different trackers that are doing things behind the scenes, and all of these trackers will actually result in slowing your website down. So this is what total blocking time means, and here we are much longer than recommended. And then we have cumulative layout shift. So what this means, Google doesn't want your layout basically to change position. So let's say, for example, your website loads and the user is trying to click on the menu, but because the website keeps loading, then the menu changes position in the screen. This is what we call cumulative layout shift. Now, how can we fix all of these metrics? When it comes to first Contentful paint and largest Contentful paint, the easiest solution here is to optimize all the images and the videos on our website. So what this means is, if you have images, you need to convert them to a very light format, maybe a WebP format. You need to compress them as much as possible. If you have videos, you need to do the same. So if you do this, most likely you're going to solve these issues. When it comes now to time to interactive, this is a little bit more tricky. So this has to do with your server, it has to do with the technology that you're using, it has to do with how clean the coding is in the background, it has to do with whether you are caching pages effectively or whether you are using any plugin that will help to serve these pages more effectively. It has to do with how the website is built. So for this metric, you will have to properly consult a web developer that knows what he's doing, and he can advise to you how you can make the whole thing better and more efficient when it comes to page speed. When it comes to total blocking time, this is easy to solve. You need to audit all the trackers that you have behind the scenes, and you need to remove the ones that are obsolete. If, let's say, you have multiple Google Analytics trackers, if you don't need some tools and the trackers are still there, you're going to go and remove everything that is obsolete. In case you have a cumulative layout shift issue, this again has to do with the different elements that you have on your website. Ideally, if you can live without animations, if you can live without, let's say, very interactive elements, that would be great and will solve the problem. If you cannot do that because branding is very important, again, maybe you have to consult with a web developer that know what they're doing to come up with the right framework and the right solution to make your website faster. A couple of tips here. If you consult with me and you are a small business owner, I will always tell you, if you cannot afford a web developer that is experienced, go with a ready-made solution. Use Shopify, use Wix, use Squarespace, use something that is ready-made. These type of platforms, they may not be the absolute best, but for smaller companies that are just starting up, they are going to be a lot better optimized as opposed to actually building the entire thing from scratch. So if you are a small business, don't go with a custom website. Don't go with something that you don't understand and you can't really make changes with. Go with a Wix, go with a Squarespace, go with a Shopify, go with any other solution that will help you to achieve a better optimization score overall. Maybe not the perfect score, but a lot better as opposed to, let's say, something that is going to be 100% custom. Long story short, there are two tools that I recommend you to use to find the page speed for SEO. One is Pingdom, very straightforward. You plug in the URL, you select the location, and then you're going to find the load time. The second one that goes a lot deeper is GTmetrix. GTmetrix will break down your performance into different metrics. We explained what these different metrics mean, and therefore you will be able to come here, find your performance, and take some decisions when it comes to optimization. I hope that everything we spoke about was useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Best of luck in your SEO and have a great day in any time zone. Thank you, everyone.